Hi, thank you for joining me. We're going to work today on some Pilates foundations, starting with a breath and then doing some of the foundational movements of Pilates. This is a great exercise to do if you have never done Pilates. It's also great if you do a lot of Pilates, if you're a real enthusiast. Sometimes it's good to come back to the foundations. That's going to give you a really solid base, and it's going to help you improve some of the more challenging work that you've been doing. I do this on my days off, quote unquote. It feels great on your back, and it's just a really good reset. So we'll work our way to lying down on the mat. Knees will be bent, feet are flat, shoulders are down and square, and your hands can just be easy right by your hips or a little wider. We're going to start with a breath. So we're going to take a nice big inhale through the nose, and then open your mouth to exhale, letting out all the air. As you inhale, you can imagine the lungs expanding out to the sides of the room. And as you exhale, you can imagine your abdominals knitting up in the center, almost as if someone were tightening a belt. Another useful image can be as you exhale, you can imagine there's a marble under your belly button. And when you go to exhale, imagine pulling that marble down against your spine and up. Go ahead and try 2 more breaths like that. Big inhale and exhale. Another big breath in and exhale. With the next inhale, gently tilt your pelvis away. So you may feel that you're making space under your low back, and then start your exhale first and tuck the pelvis under. So you may in fact be pressing your low back on the mat. So we'll inhale to tilt, start your exhale first, and tuck. Now everyone's spine is different. You may not be flattening your spine all the way on the mat. Some of us don't. That's just a reference point of the direction that you're heading in. 2 more breaths like this. It may just feel like a little stretch on your low back, but it's a really nice time to focus on the breath and how it works with the movement. So how the breath kind of precedes every movement. Nicely done. After that exhale, just allow your spine to be in neutral on the mat, not trying to hold it in any position. And then we're going to bring the knees and the feet together. We're going to turn the palms up to the ceiling and take the arms wide off the mat. We'll take a big inhale to sway both legs over to the right, and exhale, center. Inhale, knees go left, and exhale, center. As you go, the arms and shoulders are staying down and square. They're almost like anchors on the mat. And the legs are staying together. 2 more like this. And if you want to make it a little more muscular, you can think about using the opposite side of the waist to bring the knees back. So as the knees go to the right, the left side of the waist is working to bring them back. And as the knees go to the left, the right side of the waist is working. Nicely done. We'll meet with the knees in the middle. We're going to separate the legs again to hip distance apart. We're going to bring the hands up towards the ceiling, interlace the fingers so you're looking up at your palms. With an inhale, we're going to sway the arms overhead. Start your exhale first, and then bring the hands up to the ceiling. So we inhale, arms go overhead. Exhale, bring the hands up. You can take your arms as far as you would like to go. You may even be tapping the mat. But you're trying to keep your spine in neutral, meaning you don't want your rib cage to pop up or your chin to jut up. So that might be a limiting factor. 1 more like this. And exhale. We'll go ahead and float the hands down. We'll take another big breath in, and on the exhale, we'll lift the right knee up. Inhale to lower. Exhale to the left. Inhale down. Exhale right. So keep this marching going. Always lifting the leg on the exhale, lowering on the inhale. And trying to prevent that little wobble that wants to happen when you transfer from one foot to the other. So really rooting one foot down, pulling the belly in and up before you lift the other leg. One more like that. One more time with an exhale, go ahead and lift the right knee up, and we're going to leave it there. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, left leg comes up as well. Now we're in what's called a tabletop position. So in theory, a 90-degree angle at the hips, 90-degree angle at the knees, and we're going to squeeze the legs together. We're going to bring the hands up to the ceiling, and one more time we're going to interlace the fingers. With an inhale, we'll float the arms overhead as we take each leg out to the side, and then exhale, bring everything back up. So we inhale, arms are going overhead, legs are going wide. Exhale to lift. We'll do 2 more like this, and then we're going to switch it up. So we'll meet with the limbs back up. We're going to unlace the fingers. So fingertips are up to the ceiling now. And we're going to separate the knees. So the knees are going to be above the hips, but the heels are staying together. We're squeezing them together. This time with an inhale, the arms are going to go wide as the feet tip down to the mat. And then exhale, lift everything back up. So we inhale, arms are going wide, legs are swaying away. Exhale, lift. You can take your legs as low as you would like, but without arching the spine up off the mat. So it's a moment for honesty. It may not be that big. Let's do 2 more. Big inhale. And exhale. Last one. And exhale. Nicely done. Go ahead and relax the knees. You can hug the knees into the chest. You can gently rock side to side. Relax your jaw. Shake your head no. Nod your head yes. And then we'll just gently rock up to sitting, and we'll finish there. So that's just a really good, nice thing to do either on a day off or as a Pilates foundation, especially if you're new to Pilates. Thanks for joining me.